Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
And we're back again.
We're back. We just recorded 2 days ago.
Yeah, feels like it was just yesterday.
What are we going to talk about?
Oh, we've got plenty.
You want to hear some very exciting news?
I have exciting news too.
Oh
You
my
tell me
gosh.
yours.
I think Esther is the healthiest she's ever been.
Esther, the plant that I gave you that you thought you killed?
Nope, that's Fernando. He's dead as a doornail.
That's not near as exciting.
Esther, my sourdough.
Oh, shit.
Girl, she is popping off right now.
That sounds so dirty.
She's just doubling.
I'm just picturing like weird sourdough like thighs, like
It kind of feels like that. She's
twerking,
undulating. She
so
is
gross. I don't think they're supposed to do that.
She's doing great.
Okay.
She's like, I don't think. Listen, here's a sad confession. I don't think my sourdough ever fully doubles in size, and it's supposed to.
Oh,
but for some reason,
all of a sudden,
double if not more.
What do you think she's doing in there? What do you think changed? Because you've had this sourdough, I feel like, for like a year or so.
Yeah, well, I had to start,
which is so gross to me, by the way. I'm going to say it. I think the whole sourdough process. Yeah, I'll eat the bread and I'll love the bread. And in my mind, every time I think the oven burned it all off. But that's so weird that it's like a living thing that you just pull a little bit from.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I actually had to throw away the jar that I was feeding into because I kind of forgot.
Well, maybe that's it. A new jar.
Well, yeah, I might have used that jar before. But then I went to replace it with some of my, because I threw that one away. I had to start all new with what I had in my fridge, my dormant, what is that called? Discard. My sourdough that's not active.
The sourdough
put a little bit in there.
Popping. It's not twerking.
Right. She's very mellow.
She's
sourdough.
Like the Megan of the sourdough. She's like, my twerking days are done.
But she's doing great right now.
Well, good. Well, see,
I know.
Bringing it back. Maybe there's hope for me in 2025. I don't think so, but maybe.
Okay, what's your exciting news?
Oh, well, it's not really exciting news so much as
compared. It's not exciting.
It is nothing like Esther's.
I know. Sorry, I stole the thunder right off the bat.
Really did. I don't know how to follow that. Poppin' sourdough.
Oh, man.
This is us in our 40s in 2025. No, it's not exciting news so much as just an exciting story that's semi-embarrassing, I guess.
I love it.
Rookie mistake. I made a brisket today. Which,
wow. Okay.
That wasn't a rookie mistake. It was killer. I did it.
Yeah.
Although the whole point of making it was so that I could try out my new fancy meat thermometer that is MIA.
Oh, no.
I know. So James bought me this meat thermometer that I don't even know how to describe it. The way he told me when I opened it, I was like, so I have to put my phone in the oven? This is all feeling really weird. He's like,
I wish I was there because it makes perfect sense to me. And I'm like, how did you think you needed your phone in the oven?
Well, to be honest, I was like kind of half listening. And when I saw it was a meat thermometer, I was like, oh, wow, a meat thermometer for Christmas. Thanks.
You gave it to the wrong sister.
He really did. But also, he knows that I need a meat thermometer because I asked to borrow yours all the time.
I'm cracking up at our line of conversations. Like,
oh, I know.
Let me tell you about sourdough. Let me tell you about meat thermometers.
Meat thermometer.
I made a delicious brisket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really good. And remember, we did the recipe last week.
I know. I'm telling you.
It was really easy, but I'm not going to walk you through the whole thing. If you want the recipe, just DM me.
Can I DM you?
You can DM me. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it in person.
Oh, sweet.
After this podcast. We're not going to bore everybody with a second recipe in a week.
Okay.
Anyway, but I made this. It was delicious. It smelled so good. So, of course, the dogs have been smelling it all day long. Everybody's been smelling it all day long. We eat it. I have the leftover stuff. I made the rookie mistake of putting both dogs. Usually if I'm going to let the dogs take something eat something that yummy, I'll separate them. But I was just not even thinking. I just mindlessly put the pan down.
Yeah.
Huge dog fight ensues.
Oh my gosh.
And somehow I wasn't even trying to get in it. I'm just trying to get out of it. But I guess my ass is so big that it got in the way because girl, one of those dogs, I don't even know which one, got confused and just took a big old chomp at my butt.
Oh, no.
I've got two, upper and lower, on my butt.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was so shocking and surprising because, they're in a big round tussle.
Yeah.
So I didn't even see it coming. I didn't even know I was turned around. I didn't even know what happened. All of a sudden, it was just like, ow,
We're not
my
even
ass.
100% sure it was a dog.
I don't know what happened. It was like, ow, my ass. And of course, like the kids are all screaming like, oh my gosh, they're all terrified. So I'm like, everybody calm down. And then I'm
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I don't know why you all are crying. I'm the one that got bit. Both dogs are now fine. I'm the one with the big like wound.
Oh my
I
gosh. What'd
know.
you have to do?
Nothing. Just put my pants on and let's keep going.
You didn't put a little hydrogen
Oh,
peroxide?
by the way, I didn't have. It wasn't that naked. I don't know why I said put my pants on. I mean, after I went into the bathroom and looked at it for a second, I was like, oh my gosh, that was weird. Then I pulled my pants
Cooking
back
in
up.
the
and
nude.
kept going.
It did get exciting, actually.
I have learned that lesson one time.
Were you making bacon?
I was making bacon. Have you ever made bacon nude?
No, I know better. It splatters
Oh,
like crazy.
It did. It totally did. And I don't know why. Why? Like to this day, I think it was in a moment where it's like, ooh, I don't want to get this shirt, like anything on the shirt. Well, duh, that's why you wear a shirt when you're cooking bacon.
Or an apron.
Or an apron, something to keep it off
Yeah.
of the hot grease off your skin. But I like took the shirt off and I thought, oh, I live by myself. It's no big deal. Took the shirt off and sure enough, I had grease, bacon
Yeah.
splatter all over my titties. It was not good.
Oh my gosh, but I bet you were very popular
I
that night
was
at the bar.
Very popular.
Like,
Worth
I love
it.
everything about what's happening right now. Boobs. The
Boobs
smell of
and
bacon.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I was in a dog fight and I have the wounds to show it. I didn't do anything to it. I guess I should. I don't know. I mean, really, I could stand to lose a little back there. So I mean, if it starts like eating the flesh away, it'll be fine.
Oh my gosh, at least spritz it with some
I'll
hydrogen
hydrate it later.
peroxide.
Of course, you know how that'll go. I'm like, will you look at this wound? I kept thinking I want him to look at it, and then I thought, no, I'm not ready
It's
to have
just like
sex.
some weird porno.
Well, that's how it would be. It's like anytime there's a rubbing of the like, oh, my back is sore. All of a sudden, I'm like, that's not my
Oh,
back, buddy.
I know.
That's not my back. Keep
I
those
know.
hands up north.
Yeah, it's like it's not even worth it.
No, it's not.
Like I'll start to get a massage. I'm like, ooh, oh no.
No,
Get off
why are we
me.
headed that way? What happened
Yeah.
there? Oh, and then we love it, and it's fine. It's
It's
great.
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, don't worry. We can say no when it's done.
From time to time, it's great, but just always. So yeah, it was just the most excitement also that I've had in 2 weeks because we've been trapped in our house.
Yeah. When did that happen? Around dinner time?
Right after dinner tonight.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Was James home for
pretty
it?
painful. He was asleep, and then I hear that they might be calling for a huge snowstorm.
I know we might be out on Monday.
Oh my gosh, Aaron, I will die. I am so excited about going back to work. I am so ready.
Sophie is the one advocating most for a snow day. And I'm like, you got out
No.
3 extra days.
Yes, girl, it's time to go back. Like life has to continue.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be outside of this house.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
I am so
Plus,
ready to go
I don't
back.
have any good winter clothes for my kids. Like,
Like snowstorm clothes.
yeah, or like even like big coats. They're like, oh, no, I just wear a sweatshirt. I'm like, well, you need a coat at some point.
Yeah, it's not just sweatshirt weather, girl. It's supposed to be like negatives.
I know. Ugh. Yikes. So that might be our Saturday plan is going to buy some
Fun.
actual coats.
There you go.
Oh, something probably better than Crocs. This is so
Yeah,
boring.
again.
What are we talking about?
Okay, so far, let's go through the we've talked about our sourdough poppin'. We've talked
Whitney
about.
said she loved this part.
We've talked about our meat thermometers. Oh, which I didn't really finish that. It turns out it's a Wi-Fi, like it's Bluetooth.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Oh.
Nobody thought you'd have to put your phone in the oven,
Oh,
but
I
you.
felt like I didn't really say all of that fully, but yeah, it's
It's a little thermometer that you put in your
you
meat,
put the thermometer in the meat, not your phone,
and it tells you
Yeah.
from your phone.
I was half listening when he gave it to me and half could care less about it, and then he starts explaining. I'm like, so wait a second, hold on, go back to that. My phone is going to tell me how hot my meat is. That seems like it's going to melt it.
Also, we keep talking about meat, and it's making me think of not food that you eat. Speaking of which, we got
Sorry.
a lovely present in the mail today.
Oh my gosh, Sandy, you are a mess, girl. She sent us. It's just all that's in this bag. I just opened it up. Aaron was like, "Get that prepped and ready so that you can open it up." And I go to look in it. I'm like, "Well, it's ready." And all I see is I don't even know if it's like a squishy. The thing is heavy.
It is heavy.
It's like full of beans, and you can squish it. And it's Donald Trump naked. He's got the tiniest little penis you've ever seen in your life with his underwear down. I don't know if it's, look, they keep falling down further and further.
Oh gosh, it's
He's
so gross.
Look, Sandy, I love you. What in the hell we're going to do with that? Ellie keeps wanting it, and I want to give it to her, but it's full of beans. That'll be everywhere.
It'd be everywhere. But if you're going to give a dog toy.
Yeah, that would be the dog toy to give.
Right.
I mean, that penis is so tiny.
It's so tiny. It looks like a
so accurate.
looks like a pimple.
It's
It looks so little.
disgusting. The whole thing is so gross.
Oh man. Yeah, so thank you for our gift.
Yes, Sandy, I think.
You big weirdo. I love it.
Made me laugh. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it made me laugh too.
It's at Aaron's house, so it's just going to have to stay here.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Hey.
This is why.
I house the Ouija board.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm.
And that's actually kind of worth it. I don't know which would be more evil.
Oh,
that's
I know absolutely which one's more evil.
That's making fun of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like it's as evil. It's just like gross and funny.
Okay.
So you can keep the evil entity. Can we tell people about the future plan
For the Ouija board?
that about what we were just talking about before we started and how things will no longer be housed at my house someday.
Oh my gosh, but this is like future.
Future. You guys got to stay invested.
Unless you guys make us really big really fast. And
Yeah.
then those plans can go up. But yeah, James and I have decided that we are going to stay put. Instead of looking for a new house or new land or anything like that, we've decided we're just going to stay where we're at.
Yep.
We're doubling down. We're going to do our own remodel like Aaron because, we are one. James was like, I really feel like the further we talk about this and the further we talk about getting away from your sister, you're going to end up resenting me. And I was like, 100%.
100%.
100% that's going to happen. He's like, well, I'm not willing to live with that. I'm like, okay, well, as long as.
To be fair, we talked about me going with you. I was more dragging my feet about it because I like my house.
That's right. So, okay, we're going to make our house likable.
And part of that is that someday.
Yep. Someday it's like phase 3. We've got a couple of phases before that. We are going to build a podcast loft above our garage.
That's so fancy.
I know. It's going to be so exciting. And then that way we don't have to like relocate everything. Oh, we might have to bring Ellie. Think Ellie would go up some stairs?
Girl, I don't know if Ellie's going to be there in a few
Oh
years.
my gosh, Erin, that's the meanest. She's right there.
I whispered it. She couldn't hear. She's asleep.
Okay, I'm going to stop waking her up.
No, it's fine. And maybe, if she's still around.
If she's still there, we'll try to bring her up.
Yeah, we'll try to
Everybody
get her.
calm down. Except for Aaron's already got other plans.
No,
for
I
Ellie.
don't. I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm like, oh, girl. I just need you all to be realistic because it's going to be sad.
It will be sad.
I know.
But let's not think about it.
Okay.
Golly, that's so
Sorry.
sad. Golly, like really killing it tonight. Talking about the most boring things. And then how about this? To spice it up, we'll talk about dog death.
Oh, just a little flavor.
Just to sprinkle that in.
What do we talk about now?
So there you go.
Have I watched TV? Nothing good.
Stay tuned. I think I'm going to ruin Severance for Aaron tonight.
Oh, that's right. Which I said was going to come out in January, but we already recorded that. It's going to come out in February.
Oh, well, stay tuned.
And
tuning in.
I watched a dumb show that I don't recommend. Oh, and I did watch the Kerry Washington movie, 688.
Never heard of it.
It's a true story.
Okay.
About the all black women soldiers.
Oh, wow.
In World War II.
Oh, wow.
Who were tasked with the impossible task of delivering the mail because everybody said it was impossible.
Oh, my gosh.
And everybody's morale was so low, like all the soldiers, and their letters weren't coming home to people. So they gave this because Kerry Washington's character was like, you have to give us orders. Like, we are the best out there and you're not letting us do anything. And so they finally were like, okay, fine, give her the mail. And she killed it. And it was awesome. So that was really cool. And then at the very end, you like see, spoiler, you see like like a couple of them are still alive.
Oh.
And then it showed you pictures of the people who are no longer alive. It was very cool.
Wow. What? And that's called
688. And it's
688.
That was their like troop.
Nice.
I don't know. That was their quadrant.
Number.
I don't know. But it's on Netflix, and it was a little slow at first, but it was very interesting.
You know me, I don't mind slow.
You don't mind
slow. As long
slow.
as it's a good story, I don't mind
It was
slow.
a great story. I learned a lot, and it was a true story. Very cool.
Very cool.
So that's my only recommendation. I did try to watch the show Laid, and that was pretty dumb.
Yeah, I think I like passed by that. No interest.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I was surrounded by kids, so
I'm gonna go see Wicked tomorrow.
Ooh, that'll be fun in the theater.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna go with? I didn't get an invite.
Oh, you're
your
welcome.
Family?
Yeah, my in-laws are in town.
That's
my
fun.
mother-in-law is going to go with us and all the kids, and we've been trying to go since it came out. So
fun. So I hope everybody had a very happy New Year's Eve. Aaron and I, we got to celebrate together.
We did, unbeknownst to Megan.
Yeah, it was a big surprise for me. It's also my wedding anniversary, and we recorded New Year's Day.
Yeah.
No, New Year's Eve earlier that day.
Yeah, like morning New Year's Eve.
And all I've known for like a month now is that James is like, just don't make plans on New Year's Eve. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. So I've been very curious, no idea. I was a little bit in a foul mood for just whatever reason. I was kind of feeling frumpy. I just wanted to be at home. I didn't really want to go out. I'm like raiding Erin's closet. She's acting completely clueless as to what we're doing. Like, yeah, I don't know where your kids are going to go. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. So then I go into her closet to pull out some outfits. I pull out a dress and she's like, I don't think you're going to need a dress where you're going. I'm like, well, no, hold on. You must know something, my friend, if you don't, the attire I should wear.
Yeah.
You little stink.
Although, to be fair, I didn't know the restaurant we were going to.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, we were going to a bar and then we are just going to go eat somewhere.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know the level of restaurant we were headed to.
Right.
Okay. Well, so anyway, apparently my sweet husband, he wanted to reenact the entire first night that we met and go to the bar that we met at with all of the people that were there that night. So Tim and Chad and Emily and Jewel and all of our best friends.
And me.
Oh, yeah. And you, yes, you and not your husband, but he was invited.
Yeah.
Anyway, because that'd be weird.
Yeah. He told me all this. I was like, could Kevin come? Because it feels
Like,
weird to
how
uninvite
specific
him.
do you want it? Do you want to write? We all have to sit outside in the cold at the outside? No. But bless his heart, right at the last minute, everything started falling out.
Yeah.
Started falling apart. We had one couple, they fell out. They decided not to come. Then the bar, I guess you were supposed to go to the bar first.
Yeah, I got to the bar and it said closed. And I was like, well, maybe they open at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I looked online and they always open at 5. It wasn't just for New Year's. So I was like, oh, that was a quick Google search.
So pivot. And and then he ordered me flowers, which is also so sweet. And like, I think the only time in our entire marriage I've ever gotten flowers from him. So absolutely very sweet. But then they were not delivered, or they're going to be delivered to that bar. So the whole thing, it just is par for the course because I've never had a New Year's Eve, including my wedding night, go the way that I want it to go. I ended up having
what happened on your wedding night?
I had a babysit on my wedding night.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not for my kids. Not
for your kids, but from another family member. I ended up having to babysit that night. So, on my wedding night. So, but it's New Year's Eve. Every New Year's Eve I've ever planned has not gone accordingly. So bless his heart. It's really my fault. It's my curse, not his. He tried so hard. But we went to this amazing restaurant afterwards that was so good.
Oh, the flowers also did not get delivered because they went to the first place.
Yeah.
So you didn't explain that part.
Oh, sorry.
He ordered flowers, but you didn't get them.
I did not get them. I haven't gotten them yet. I need him to go back and recheck on those or get our money back.
Yeah.
Because now that's my money too. It's not just his.
Right.
So anyway, long story short, he then says, after we leave the restaurant, he's like, well, let's go back to Hilltop Tavern. That's where it all started. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we go there, and guess who I run into?
Who?
OG, the lovely Sage.
Oh, fun.
Yes, it was so funny. I was like walking in, I hear Megan, and I looked to my right. I didn't see anybody there. It didn't even dawn on me that there were seats up to the left.
Oh, funny.
And so then James was like, I think your friend's calling for you. And I turned around, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Sage.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, so I got to meet Sage's friends and new partner, and it was lovely, and it was great.
Oh, well, that's so exciting. I didn't know that. Way to keep that a secret from me.
Yeah, there you go.
I was supposed to go out that night, but that meal was so good.
It was.
That I was like, I just got to go home.
Yeah, we figured out your FOMO. Your remedy to FOMO. Just get you really heavy, good French food.
I know. Listen, this is gross information, but it was very creamy, and you didn't want me out that night. Like, this room was not, between Kevin and me, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, we need a candle. It was gross in here.
It reminds me of that Sex and the City episode where they have that lavish, beautiful meal.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're both taking turns with sickness all night.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, we're not going into detail. It was just, I really debated going back out. I got home and I was like, I regret not going. And Kevin's like, I'll take you back out there. You want to go? I was like,
oh, that was nice.
I don't know. And I stood in the bathroom, like just looking to whether I was going to take my makeup off or not. I was like, if I go out, I won't go to bed for another 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and you wouldn't have, girl. We stayed out late.
I know.
We did. And we paid for it. I'm still paying for it.
Yeah, I woke up with no hangover.
Yeah,
it was
that's
nice.
nice. That is nice.
And I watched that Kerry Washington movie.
Well, there you go. It all worked out in the end.
That's right. Oh, I also heard my kids celebrating a minute. Like I was laying in here and Kevin was already snoring and I heard them start yelling. So I went out there and I was like, It's been a minute since I've celebrated the new year with my kids. Like I'm just
Yeah.
always
Out doing
plan
something.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
usually our parents used to watch them, and there's usually a plan for the kids. So that was nice to bring it in with them.
Yeah, that's fun. Well, hopefully everybody else had a happy New Year as well.
Sorry I missed you, Sage.
But yes, it was so much fun getting to see Sage.
All right, I'm going to go first, and I'm reading a story from Birdie.
Oh, love a good birdie story.
That's right. It says, hello, ladies.
Well, hello, Birdie.
So last episode, y'all were talking about the lady that approached the waitress about her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember that episode?
I do.
Just for anybody who doesn't remember, that's when they were like, we read tarot cards and we feel like there's an energy. Listen to your husband. That part was weird.
Right. You guys are fighting or you all, yeah.
Yeah, it was a UFO episode though, so you should go back and listen.
Yeah, it was good.
Y'all were saying it was weird to approach someone and give them non-consensual readings. I agree.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about the time I gave a non-consensual reading. Well,
Birdie, I love you.
at first, at least. So
it's non-consensual at first.
Yes.
Gotcha.
This is a bit wordy, so buckle up, buttercups.
Love it.
So when I started working for Amazon, they had a bunch of new hires in a training class. I don't even remember how long training was, but on day 2, I was sitting there minding my own damn business, trying not to fall asleep, and I look up and see a hand resting on the back of the person sitting in front of me. A feminine hand, kind of see-through, leading to an arm. So like this person was standing next to him with a hand resting on his back in a comforting or supportive gesture.
But the hand was see-through?
It's like it was
So
a
it's like
hand,
not
and
a real hand.
as it went up, it was getting transparent.
So we're talking a ghost here.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are.
Okay, just making sure. Trying to read between Birdie's lines.
One problem, though. I saw the hand, I saw the arm, and that's it. Couldn't see who TF that ghost's arm was attached to. Like, okay, sorry. Like RUFKM question mark exclamation part.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I love it. I love when I can get them.
And this part is all caps. It was day 2, y'all. I don't even remember this guy's name, for Pete's sake. Maybe it was Pete.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm like, nope, not my ghost, not my problem. But that's when I heard it. Tell him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Birdie, that's so creepy. No, thank you. This is her talking back. They're also in quotations. No, thank you. I will not be one of those crazy people telling strangers in the wild they got ghosts. Pass. Which actually is my dream. Like, I don't want people.
I would love it if if Birdie would come up to you.
I don't want a stranger to be like, oh, I feel like you should listen to your husband more. But if somebody was like, you
Girl,
have a
you've got a
ghost
ghost
attached to you, I'd be like, yes, tell me everything. So any listener out there, if you feel a ghost around me, you're welcome to tell me. Just don't tell me to listen to my husband.
Right, right.
Even if I ask. Okay. But they were insistent. Apparently, this guy needed to know that he had someone with him. I don't know what made them think it had to be my job, but I wasn't getting paid enough to be the weird one in the brand spanking new workplace. I ignored them, and they eventually left me alone. Well, the next day, we were given a break, and when I came back in, he is the only one back from his break. Of course, they were like a monkey on my back, and I folded like a cheap trick, y'all. The conversation. Me. Man, you rushed back in here. You okay? Him. LOL. Yeah, not much to do out there. Me. Yeah, so, do you believe in spirits? Him. Spirits? Me. Yeah, like ghosts and shit. Him. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. Me and my girl, we a little spiritual. Me. Oh, good. So, you've got one with you, right?
I love this story, Birdie.
Him. Oh, yeah, probably. Been a while since I cleansed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You picked the right person. Well,
Right?
I guess they picked it for you or however that works.
That's right. Me. Yep. Him. You see it? Me. Sorta. Him. What it looked like? Me. Well, I only saw the hand and arm. It wasn't.
Would that not freak you the fuck out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would freak me out. Well, I only saw the hand and arm. It wasn't attached to anything that I could see. There's a lot of dots in here. I'm hoping I'm giving it good pause.
You're doing great.
Him. Well, what'd they want? Me? I didn't have a conversation with them in the middle of class, dude. But they don't seem to have bad intentions. I can usually pick them up really quick, and it seemed like a supportive gesture, so I wouldn't worry too much. Him. Good to know. Thanks. Me.
Wow.
Oh, thank gods.
That's hilarious.
Anywho's it. I know you missed that. That's my story of the time I played Long Island Medium. Love y'all.
Oh, I love it, Birdie.
I know. I want so many
Just
more
went for it.
answers.
Yeah.
Did you tell him it was a feminine hand? Because then
Well,
maybe that would have given him a clue.
I cannot believe that there's this person out there that's like, okay, I believe in spirits. I'm totally okay with the fact that you saw that. And they don't go in for more questions.
Yeah, like, oh, weird. Yeah, I haven't cleansed in a while.
Why do you think?
What?
Yeah, why do you think? Who do you think it is? What did the hand look like?
Right.
Painted fingernails? Like, I'd ask so many different questions.
And how long did you work with this person?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the hand again?
Right. Did you ever talk to them again?
Yeah. I've got more questions than the person who this happened to.
Right. And I'm not even a believer, but if somebody were to tell me those things, well, it depends on the person. I'd like to think if it were Birdie, I would be like, girl, let's go get some coffee. Tell me all of the things like that I'm missing out on. But, you know, you never know. Just depends on the vibe you get from the person that's telling you this information.
Yeah, I guess.
Birdie vibes I'd be fine with. Somebody else, I might be like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
Good day.
Yeah, I feel like in my head, I'm more open to everything. But like when I'm out in public, if people I don't know talk to me, I usually am like,
yeah.
I mean, like if they're just like, I don't know, somebody approached me and started talking to me, I would think I would get nervous.
Yeah.
I'm a little jumpy when it comes to stuff like that. But if it were like,
I'm the one that approaches people though.
oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah. I'm very,
yeah, I can see that.
Very Diana Clem.
If I was sitting like in a waiting room and somebody's like, hey, do you believe in ghosts? Then I'd be like, yes.
Yes, I have a podcast called My Skeptical Sister.
If somebody walked up to me like, and I'm buying bread or something, I'd be like, okay, thank you. No, thank you. I don't know.
It has to be the right setting, okay?
Yeah.
I don't really know what the right setting is to hear that you have a ghost arm attached to you rubbing your back.
A disconnected ghost arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I really, Birdie, can you talk telepathically? I mean, I guess you did a little bit when you were like, no, I'm not going to do it, but you were just ignoring them. Could you say like, tell me more about this moment here? What's happening? Like without saying it out loud and looking like the crazy new girl?
Also, at that's interesting because the point when Birdie was saying that whatever voice was like, tell them.
Yeah.
Was that the ghost's voice? Like, tell them I'm here.
Yeah.
Was that like,
voice?
Or was it like the spiritual world? Like somebody, because, you know, I feel like Birdie might have like a lot of guides or, you know, a lot of connection to different spirituality things that are happening in and around her.
Yeah.
So was it that ghost that was actually like, I need you to tell him that I'm here? Or was it like a spiritual guide that's like, go ahead, tell him that there's a ghost attached to him?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, ask them, well, who is it?
Right.
Why should I? Yeah, I'd have questions for that guide.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
That is. Oh, Birdie, you never cease to amaze me.
I know. That was great.
It was. Thank you so much, Birdie. All right, so my story is called My Wife's Precognitive Dream.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm. This all came together over the past hour, so I'll start from the beginning. On the 27th of December, I was tinkering in the garage before work and clumsily knocked over a sledgehammer off of my workbench, and it smashed my pinky toe.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, no, your pinky toe. I went into the house and told my wife. I think I broke my toe. After we made sure it wasn't too bad, she told me that she had a dream the night before in which she accidentally broke her friend's toe that she hadn't seen in a while since high school.
Oh.
We joked that she saw my future toe injury in her dream. Like, I know it wasn't like exactly aligned, but it's like, well, that's weird that you had a dream about a toe injury.
Yeah, that's very specific.
Mm-hmm. She then told me another part of her dream, where she looked out of our living room window just before sundown and saw an ambulance in front of our neighbor's house, with people standing all around, looking on as they wheeled our neighbor out of his house on a stretcher. I asked if he was alive, and she said she couldn't tell in the dream.
Oh, man.
Fast forward to a couple hours ago. This is now January 1st, 2025.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. This is
today. Yesterday.
Just yesterday. Just before sundown, my wife looked out the window and said that she saw an ambulance in front of our neighbor's house. We both thought of her dream immediately, because that was just December 27th.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. The scene outside matched what she described in her dream almost exactly. People all around looking toward the house as if they were trying to find access inside.
Oh.
But when they rolled out the stretcher, our neighbor was not on it. I went out and talked to the other neighbors, and they informed me that he had passed away.
Oh.
They think it happened 3 days ago because that was the last anyone had heard from him.
Oh, no.
So the night she had her dream.
Oh, no.
Right?
Oh, my
We are all still
gosh.
shocked at how everything played out, and I thought I would share it.
Wow.
Okay, so what's really crazy about that is in her dream, it's almost like, I don't want to put a guilt trip on anybody, but if like she gone to check on that neighbor,
Oh.
because then he would have been on the stretcher.
Yeah. But
To be saved.
I would never think, oh, that's weird. I had that dream. I should go check on him. I don't think I would ever think that.
See, some people do. I think some people have
Yeah.
a premonition that strong that they're like, I need to go check on. But then I would also be like, well, that was weird that I had that toe dream. And then that kind of, but it wasn't exactly. You're my husband, not my friend from high school.
Right. Yeah.
So surely that
My
next
dreams are
dream-
so messed up that like
they are. Like you would be going to check on Alf, your next door neighbor, Alf.
like the alien.
Yeah, like your dreams are so messed up.
My
There's
dreams
gonna
are
be
so weird.
something crazy. In
I
it.
can't ever believe my dreams.
Right.
Or I'll be scared.
Yeah.
I don't think this was a dream, but I've got a little scary thing that happened the other night. I mean, I
Okay.
guess it was a dream. It probably was a dream.
I'm probably going to say it is, but go ahead. I'd
Yeah.
love to hear it.
I was sleeping the other night. Kevin, I think he was home, but he wasn't laying down at this point. Like he was
Mhm.
playing video games or something. And I woke up and I knew somebody was like hovering over me.
Ooh, I hate that feeling.
And I like swiped my arms real big.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't feel anybody. And then I like backed up because I felt like they got closer to me
Oh my
when I
gosh,
did that.
that's weird.
And then I turned the light on and nobody was there. So it was probably all in my head,
Ooh.
but it felt so much like, no, I'm here. It's like it got closer to me.
Oh, that's weird.
It was horrible.
I hate that.
And then like my heart was racing. I couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst. Like that perceived somebody is near you and you can't see them.
Yes.
No, don't like that.
That
feeling
is like,
at all.
that's ghost right there.
Yeah, that's that, or it's your brain playing tricks on you, or a dream.
It was really scary.
But that is either way, no matter what it is, it's still terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this case though, do you see what I'm saying though? Like, what if
Yeah. If she had gone
in
to,
the original dream? But then I thought, still, why is that person in the stretcher? They still need to take that person out of the home.
oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's
we're not
weird.
just leaving
That's
them.
weird. Don't just leave
We're
them
not
in there
just-
like,
maybe
they're
they,
dead. Close the door and
I
keep
guess
on
because
going.
they had to call a coroner then.
Oh, maybe.
an ambulance.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, but, so the coroner just how does that work? The coroner just brings a hearse?
No, they have a different vehicle, but then they bring it to the morgue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, that's weird. What if? I wonder if that's ever dawned on the reader or the author and the wife, like in
Well,
your
it just
dream.
happened.
In your dream,
Yeah.
you saw him on the stretcher.
Well, yeah, but she couldn't tell if he was alive or dead. So then
She
it's
couldn't, but he was at least on it,
like, yeah,
and that was 3 days before. Timing. That's weird.
that is weird.
So what do you believe about dreams? Do you believe that people have the ability, kind of like a psychic ability,
Yeah.
to have a premonition about something?
I feel like I don't fully, like, my gut is that I don't believe in psychics, but I that same psychic I went to
Mm-hmm.
has predicted things for my friend Teresa that
Yeah.
are like so spot on
Right.
that I'm like, well, you got to know something.
Was she a spot on for you?
She didn't tell me anything about my future. She told me about like the spirits that were around me.
Okay, that's weird. Did you want her to tell you something about the future?
I was very distracted by the fact that she told me that there was an angry woman
Oh,
who
that's
came in
right.
with me that I was like, I need
Tell
you
me
to
more about
this.
that. Okay.
So I was very focused on that. Although she did talk a lot about what I'm assuming is Kevin's grandpa, who
Mhm.
that's very nice. He did not mean that much to me.
Your mother-in-law is in the room right
It
next
was
to us.
her father-in-law. It was her father-in-law. And he was
Also,
nice.
Hi, Melinda. It was so nice to see you in person
know.
tonight. Your haircut is adorable.
Oh, it's so cute. She looks adorable.
She does.
No, and I liked my father or my grandfather-in-law fine.
Uh-huh,
I didn't know him that well. His
I'm
wife,
not laughing about that.
his wife who had dementia, who asked me several times if I was pregnant or when I was due, when I wasn't pregnant. So like,
lovely.
there's a lot of I kept going, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm just a little chubby. And
But
she
this
was
is
like,
fun.
oh, okay. But when's that baby coming out? And I'm like, girl.
That's when you just say in 9 months.
Yeah, I know.
You should have just given her a date.
Yeah, she'd be like, are you sure? I think you're having twins. Like she just wouldn't.
Okay, fine. Say next month.
It was like a dog with a bone. She wouldn't let it go. So when I think of his lovely grandfather, I think of his also late wife who was not Kevin's grandma. Who's really weird about that.
Oh.
So anyways.
Sounds like some tea right there.
I'm just saying, I'm like, I don't know. But I kept thinking like, can we talk about anybody else? I don't care about this right now.
Yeah.
This isn't the conversation I want to be having.
I'm paying
you a lot of money for this.
To talk about my grandfather-in-law. So weird.
So anyways, I didn't ask anything about my future. I don't think I want to know anything about my future.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd want to know like things about like my house. Like, are we doing the right thing? Going to do the remodel?
Yeah.
How's that going to go? Is it actually going to happen? Because I know my husband. I'm like, there's a good chance we'll just keep living in the house exactly like it is. And like little tiny things will happen. But like, I want to pay people for big things to happen.
Yeah. Is he down to pay people for it?
He better be. He's gonna.
Yeah.
Yep. If we're not going to buy a big expensive house, we're going to make our house one way or another. Get on board or get out. I'm kidding, honey. I'm kidding. You were so on board the other night. And that dinner was lovely. It was wonderful.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
You did such a good job being romantic. And here I am like, get out. Anyway, I don't know what I think about dreams. I think, well, and like in this case, it's not like they are presenting their spouse as a psychic. They're just like, just had a random dream.
Yeah. Sounds like they're just starting.
Oh, like, yeah. So, okay. Are there people out there who are not awake psychics, but like their dreams?
Yeah, I feel like that could totally be something.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like people who aren't super tuned into it, like,
it would come to them in a dream, possibly.
Yeah. And probably if it had been something smaller than a toe injury, like maybe little things have been happening that weren't significant enough for the spouse to say something and then her to be like, oh yeah, I had a dream about that. Like things have maybe been happening before that haven't been confirmed yet.
Yeah.
And now suddenly things are getting confirmed. So they're like looking for more things.
Yeah.
So
tell me more about your dreams.
Right.
Yeah. That would be like, who knows? I could be the biggest psychic in the world, but I can never remember my dreams. So
yeah, I remember my dreams a lot.
Not me.
Yeah. That's so sad. Okay. Because we're a little short.
In life, in general.
We personally are short people, but also this episode's a bit short. I got a little Reddit story for us.
All right, let's hear it.
I just decided to type in scariest story.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
And so this one is just called Basement.
Starting off strong.
When I was around 11, I was living in a small house in the suburbs of Lansing, Michigan. My mom and dad had left for their anniversary dinner that night and had left me home alone with my 3-year-old husky. After they left, I went into the basement, which was huge for no reason, to play my Xbox for a little bit to pass the time because there was nothing else to do. After around 20 minutes, I hear something fall from the furnace room, which is right by the stairs to the basement. I get up to look and I found that the water bottle or spray bottle fell off of the ironing board, but I thought nothing of it. I go sit back down, and as soon as I sit down, my Xbox and TV turn off.
That's weird.
I then think something is off with the power. After about 5 seconds of sitting there, I hear something fall again, and this is where I begin to get a little nervous. Begin?
Yeah.
Good grief.
No, I'm with him right now. It's like, I can explain that away.
Okay,
this is a weird coincidence, but now a second thing is falling.
This is why we're different people, Megan, because I would already be like, well, we're possessed, and I'm going to leave.
You would have been, we're possessed as soon as the first water bottle hit the floor.
Time to go.
Yep, we are different people.
I go and check, and to my surprise, the ironing board is tipped over. I go to text my mom, and right as I hit send, Ava, my husky, goes over to the stairwell and starts to growl.
Uh-oh.
After seeing this, I naturally begin to get the chills. I start to walk to see what she's growling at. Brave. And I don't see anything. Seeing this, I decide to go upstairs. So I make my way up the stairs, and right as I get to the door that leads to my living room, the door slams in my face so hard.
Hell no.
The thermostat cover falls off the wall. That's how hard it slammed.
Oh my gosh. What would you do?
I would pee in my pants, and then I would love to say that I would run out, but I would probably turtle in place.
Yeah, you're going to run where the door just slammed in your face?
No, I would turn and run whatever opposite direction I could.
Right, so back down into the basement is what I'm saying. They're trying to get out of the basement.
Yeah, that's
door
horrible.
slams in their face. your only alternative is to turn around and go back into the basement.
But do they have their phone with them? Maybe.
Oh, they do. They do.
And that basement's huge. That's
Yep.
not comforting.
Mm.
You want your walls close to you when you're
I know. I like
scared.
they're like, our basement's huge for no good reason. Why do we have a basement this big?
Okay. After this happens, at this point in time, I'm frozen.
Yeah.
See, me too.
Yep.
Then I try to pry the door open and it won't budge.
Oh, shit. That's when you got to take that, like, okay, fine. You don't want me out there.
Yeah. At this point, I'm terrified and I try to call my mom, but my phone won't work for some
Oh,
reason.
no.
Right after I put my phone back in my pocket, the power goes off and I start screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
I keep kicking the door until I break the hinge thing and I make a bolt for the front door. Man.
Wow. You got to get
At
it
11
sometimes.
years old. Look at you.
Damn.
Ava following, I sat out front crying across the street and I could still see inside the pitch black house. Scariest thing that ever happened to me. Scary.
Yeah.
So the scariest thing that ever happened to me, man.
Yeah, man. I hear you.
Now being 17, I still believe in the paranormal, but have no more experiences. Scariest shit, man.
Wow. No more experiences.
Yeah, what happened when your parents got home? Hold on, I wonder if there's a follow-up.
Yeah, I wonder, like, the parents come home, they're like, what happened to the door, man?
Right? Oh my gosh.
Okay. They made it sound like they're an only child.
Yeah. Well, aside from the husky, but yes.
Well, I know, but like my mind goes to never had another paranormal thing happen. Somebody was messing with them.
You think somebody really was in the house?
Yeah.
But they didn't see anybody.
No, I think somebody was trying to mess with them, trying to scare them.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. Maybe somebody was trying to mess with them with the intent of trying to get them to get out. But the weird thing is, then why would they shut the door and try to like keep them in there?
I don't understand. You think that they were trying to get them out of the house?
Originally, my mind was like, maybe they're trying to scare them enough to get them out of the house so they could rob the house or something like that. But then why would they hold the door shut?
Yeah, and they were doing little things like knocking the bottle over.
Yeah, but that was in my mind. Like maybe they're trying to scare them enough to like get them out of the house. So
Oh,
they could
see, it
steal
would have
something.
worked for me.
Yeah, you'd have been gone if they hadn't held the door
Yeah.
closed.
Sounds like it wasn't a person at all then.
I don't know. Sounds like it was a person who might enjoy seeing somebody just really, really scared, which those are the creepiest people. That's
Yeah.
creepier than just a robber. Because if you're somebody who just likes to scare somebody, like to the point of not just like prank somebody, but like terrorize them.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is. They're being terrorized.
Yeah.
And if that's something you get off on, then that means that you're psychotic.
Yeah.
And that's even scarier than a robber.
I just really want to know what happened when the parents got home.
Yeah.
Because
me
they had to
too.
go back in eventually.
Yeah, but
And you
never
would-
had another experience.
But you would think that if it was somebody, they would have found somebody in there.
Yeah, but not if they got out. I mean, they left the house.
They're sitting
sure
right
there's-
up front of the house.
I'm sure there's more than one entrance, an exit. Every house has a front door and a back door.
All right, you believe what you want to believe. I'm going to believe it was a ghost. That's so scary.
It is so scary.
Having that door just slam in your face.
Yeah, I just also
No.
think it's really strange that nothing else has ever happened to them.
I feel like that's more proof that it was a ghost.
Why? Because, like, okay, by your theory, ghosts haunt houses. Did this ghost just have a one and done?
Maybe.
Okay, lame.
Okay.
All right. Well, are you ready for a fan favorite tonight?
Yeah.
Well, you know this fan favorite quite well. It's the lovely Michaela.
Oh, Michaela. Hey, girl. I just hung out with her at trivia last night.
Yeah. So, well, at first, Michaela's funny. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything. I'm like, okay, come
Yeah,
on.
She does.
Come on. You are like jack of all trades.
She really is.
Yeah. She's just doing all sorts of amazing things out there. So then I said, it could be anything, like your favorite charity. Come on, give me something here, Michaela.
I'll plug her. She volunteers at the zoo.
Yep, she does mention that. She finally brings it around.
Is working on a book.
Oh, I can't wait to hear more about
So
that.
when that's out,
Aaron will ruin it for me.
I will ruin it for you. Oh, although I don't know if I should ruin a little independent book.
Ooh, that's true. That's true. We will
Not
promote
that
it, though.
once it gets huge, then I'll ruin it for
There
everybody.
we go. Perfect. Perfect. Well, she says, okay, period. Like, all right, fine, if I have to say something. 14 years ago, I adopted my 2 dogs from Animal Care Society, and I support the Louisville Zoo. LOL, does that work? I'm like,
Yeah,
yes, girl, that's all I needed. Just give me one thing. But I said, that works, thanks. And she said, of course. So thank you so much, Michaela, for just being one of Erin's great friends in real life, but also
Yeah.
supporting a little podcast.
We can credit Michaela with helping me discover my love for soccer.
Oh, there you go. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, she's my soccer buddy and my trivia buddy.
Mm-hmm. And supports our podcast. So thank you so much, Michaela.
Yes, thank you, Michaela. See ya Wednesday. If you would like to check out our website, you can go to www.myskepticalsister.com. You can write us in directly. You can find our P.O. box. You can buy a magnet on there. You can also find out how to become a Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
$3 a month gets you weekly bonus content and a sticker and a magnet. $5 a month gets you all that plus our monthly movie night.
There you go.
So I feel like next Thursday, by the time you're listening to this, will be our movie night.
Perfect.
And it'll be so much fun. You should really join.
Oh my gosh, they're so much fun.
They're a blast. You can rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen. You can write in at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can tell your friends about us and have them write some stories in so we can stop poaching from Reddit.
Yes, we need stories, everybody.
We're ready to blow up.
Yes. Well, and so many people are like, "Oh, I've got stories.
Yeah, so write them in.
Come on. It's a new year, new you.
Yes, to my friend at the orthodontist place who I took my child to today.
Send us your story.
That lady, every time I go in, she asks me about the podcast. She tells everybody around about the podcast. And I'm like, but do you listen to the podcast? Do you have a story?
She's like, no, I don't.
No, not at all. But
I
will
think it's cool that you have a podcast.
Yeah. So anyways, write your stories in.
Yes,
Quit
it's
sitting
time.
on them. Be like Birdie.
Yes. If
Just
everybody
in general,
was like Birdie.
but also in the way she writes stories.
Oh, I know. Birdie, you keep them coming, friend. They are always the best.
All right. So yeah, do all that. And we love you guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Dobranoc.
Wash your mouth.
It's Polish for good night.
Oh, okay.
La 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 la.
Where are you going? What do you need? You're so needy.
Oh my gosh. Very needy.
Okay, lay down.
Ellie.
Lay down.
That was a lot. God. What do we do, Erin?
I don't know.
It's going to be a really short episode because we're so boring and we just recorded 2 nights ago. That's it. My job is done. Now it's your job, bitch.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
You just stopped and looked at me like, go on. I'm like, go on. I'm over here looking up goodbyes.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez. I'm done. It's your turn.